Recording in progress.
Yeah, here, it's one of the, yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and call this meeting to order. James, would you care to lead us in the pledge? And Mayor Brand, would you offer thanks?
Yes.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, Lord, thank you for the blessing of this day. And Father, I just pray you be with this body as it goes about its work and betterment for our communities. Father, we just ask all this in Christ's name. Amen.
Amen.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Chairman, Bill Rayette.
Here.
Yeah. Mike here, Casey Scott,
Here.
and James White, Secretary,
Here.
Mayor Jeff Bray,
Here.
Mayor Kevin Elliott, Mayor Mike Thompson, Mayor Bill Saul, Judge Robert Hatt, County Ordinance Proxy Debbie McGee,
Here.
and Judge Warren Kim. And we do have a proxy.
Thank you.
Quorum.
Okay, first item of business, we've got your approval as a minutes of the April 24th meeting.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
I don't think you called Judge Liddy.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ken. Judge Kevin Liddy.
You know, it's easy to miss him, isn't it? He, you know, he's easy to miss. It's the day to day we elect officers.
Somebody you want to nominate or like.
You're missing me.
You'll miss a lot.
All right, you got Liddy's proxy.
Yes.
Okay. All right, now we've got the minutes from the April 24th meeting for your approval.
I move to approve as presented.
Second.
Hey, Chuck, we've got a motion and a second to approve the minutes. All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? All right, the minutes are approved. Luke, you would please, we're ready for that financial report.
On first, we're going to go over the.
Hey, it's a Luke show. Any way you want to do it, bro.
All right. Let's do financials real quick, that won't take very long. And I'll take you to the balance sheet first for December. I give you both the September and the December one. I believe you have that in front of you. There's not a lot to the balance sheet, so it's quick to go through. The biggest thing I want to point out is right now you've got $700,000 of cash. Now I talked to Chuck about what you would want to do with that. I know last time there have been funds set aside for e-waste, whether it be that you need a trailer or whether it be that you need an e-waste cleanup day or two. And I think Chuck might speak to that a little bit later on what his recommendations are. But since you do have that cash in the bank, I would recommend you looking at doing something with it, not just sitting on it. Last time we sat on a big pile of money, the state wanted to try to take it. So it's typically a good idea not to just have it sitting there. Unless you have another design that you all have plans for, and by all means, those two challenging. Everything else pretty straightforward. Comparison to prior year, our receivables are down a little bit, but that's because we've been paying a little bit better on time. So that's helpful. The payables are down around where they are. So when you look at year-to-year comparisons, there's really not a whole lot different other than we just had that additional pile of money because we've never spent the e-waste funds that we received as a grant. If you go to the P and L, again, I've done it through December 31st. So we haven't met, you also have the 9/30 financial close. The profit and loss by class, the line one to December 31. We'll see again, we're very consistent, year over year. I don't know if you guys have a prior year, but I'm looking at it right here. It's pretty much the same thing. Got a little bit more this year in recycling, granted, you did the prior year. And then whenever you look down, your expenses are a lot less than what they used to be. With the, I think we need about a 3-minute recess for coffee.
Yes, we
Yes.
Yeah. Let's take that break.
Does anybody like, creamer? Is that, are they strictly black?
I like coffee, but we look at what it is.
I like the smell of coffee, but I don't like to drink it.
Luke's gonna be the hero today.
Oh, very sweet.
I don't like coffee. Thank you.
Again, this, I don't think you will have the comparison right in front of you, but if I showed you the comparisons to last year, they would be within $1,000 of each line. So, you're very consistent year over year. Breaking with your travel for Chuck, it's about $1,000. Again, that's what it was last year. We do have to still continue to pay for the neighborhood utilities. That was part of the agreement. And that's again, very consistent from year to year. So you have $134,000, $135,000 in net profit. As you know, most of that is from the e-waste grant. So the e-waste grant on 127, I don't think we spent much of last year's either. That would have been 112. So we actually got a little bit more in e-waste this year than we did last year. So there's not a lot to it anymore now that we don't do the waste tires. Waste tire money has went away. Thank goodness. It's not that you all don't have to deal with that headache. It's dwindled down to a few different groups now that do the waste tires. And I would assume they're not as funded as, or they still aren't funded like they were prior. And we were taking care of it. So, anybody have any questions as far as what the financials?
I do, Luke. It's not as much about the financials as it is what you said about that amount of cash we're sitting on. I don't know if it's for you or just what can we do with that? But I got a couple of things that I'm thinking about. What options do we have?
That, so I was gonna reach out to everyone independently, but, we decided to hold on to a little bit of, money because they changed the way we could use some of it for admin and stuff, that we didn't know before, so I remember like, when we decided to kind of hold on to some funds, but now Luke suggested that we do something with it, so we should probably, meet kind of individual and give you guys a meet on per need and take it from there. I was thinking we should probably get aggressive, to get some of it spent for a fall cleanup to everyone that e-waste cleanup, promoted and if that's what you think would do best for your guys in the area, but whatever you guys can think, but we'll get together individually, figure out how to spend some of that. That makes sense.
How soon can we do that?
Start on next week.
Okay.
Let me refresh on the memory of what we did last time, 3 years ago or so. Last time we distributed, it was like 600,000. We retained 200,000 and 400,000 was distributed. And the requirement was any city or county that wanted money, must submit their, need in writing and the request. And I think they'll try to equalize it per county,
Okay.
but the counties, split it or shared it with the cities.
Okay. I remember something like that maybe my
Yeah.
first year.
BSL, I mean, waste tires at that point too, because we still were at that waste tire program and we were having to spend more than what they were reimbursing us. So we used a portion of that money
Yeah, to do
to
that.
be able to cover that. Now that that's no longer there.
So do you think, just so I can get with Jeff, Brian, and the new Judge Liddy down here and have some conversation, could we use some of this if, you know, like for the Baxter Day Service recycling?
Right. Yeah, so,
Okay, we'll be ready to ask for some money by Monday.
okay.
So what you're doing is fitting applications.
Yeah.
Back for grants, so the board will have to meet again
To do that, okay. So do we need to send out a message to the various entities that are part of this board and tell them to send us a request? How do we need to ask for applications?
You have a template.
I don't know.
To be.
I don't remember how we did
It's
that.
just,
Just a.
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So letter from this for the county, okay.
On your letter.
Wonderful.
Okay,
And so I think what you would want to do now is decide how much per county or how you're gonna divvy it
how
out.
we will
That would be
do that.
those parameters. And then Chuck can let everyone know that what's available.
Is there anybody, maybe other than you, Jeff, that was a part of this, or John the last time, that remembers how we did we put so much in each county? Did we just?
It was need, and then it was a split appropriation, it seemed like, of the total sum. But the most need was first, you know, is based on, need first.
Okay.
Cause it seemed like I remember somebody needed a baler at that time.
I've never some
When I
things
was
like
on,
that.
yeah,
We know
yeah.
I don't think it was quite split 100% evenly.
Yeah, but
You know, there was some, I think maybe requested 70, some requested 80, some
Yeah.
requested 60.
Okay. All right. Very good. Thank you.
But yeah, we did just talk about that yesterday, so that was, that's brand new and fresh, so we need to get on it.
Is there a certain amount that we can leave in there where the state wouldn't be so apt to want to get their hands on it? Or do we have to run it to zero?
You don't have to run to see.
Okay, so if we have 200,000 in there, the state's not coming after 200 Gs. Okay.
No, when they see, well, last time, and you could probably speak better to it. Last time, we had money in there and they're like, well, you weren't using this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
We need to use it to
I
pay
remember a
for,
little bit about that.
you know, the
Yeah.
bond,
First came up.
people that they say we're still indebted to, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Nope, I'm 4 years in, I see that surplus in the state and they're not spending that in, but they'll come after everything else. So yes, so making sure we can leave something in there that we can keep and build on for next year without having to worry of it being taken.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, and the grant funds are, the recycling grant funds is what they are. Right, and they're not earmarked, I mean, used to they were,
Okay.
but now, you know, this is just there. So I think last time we tried to make it where the grant requests were geared for recycling.
Okay. Very good. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Anything else, Luke?
Not on financials, I still have another question.
Any questions for Luke? No, I think you need to approve those, correct?
Yeah.
I'll second that. We'll get a motion. I can't hear in this cave here. There's something in here. All right, so now we got a motion and a second. Everybody in favor of approving the financial? Say aye. Any opposed? All right, thank you. Financials. Now,
If you care to, I don't know if you email a copy of the audit, have one there in front of you. Again, there's audit. It's not on. You'll see the waste tire, it did roll off in 25, Chuck reminded me, was it March of 25 that they stopped doing waste tires? So that will be the last audit that has waste tire in it. And it really just runs with the financials some of you have probably seen over the years. They don't really change anything, because there's just not a lot of activity, to change in there. It's a pretty basic, financial. Especially with the, getting rid of the waste fire part. The one thing you'll notice on there, the schedule of findings and responses, the district isn't big enough to hire enough people to get rid of any kind of segregation through these companies. We try to mitigate it as best we can. That way he doesn't necessarily have access to the check stop. Or the deposits and stuff like that. Yes, he'll run the deposits, but I actually enter it, and then I verify that what we sent to the bank is actually what made it to the bank. So we try to do controls as best we can with, just having the two of us working, and it's just, I don't think you'll ever get around it. There's no way to hire enough people to say, hey, we've got this under control, and there's no possible way anybody could do anything without some sort of collusion. So that's pretty standard in most small companies, and it's just an exception. Other than that, it's that everything is.
We need to approve the audit report as well.
Make that motion to approve the audit.
You've got two, just to let you know, you did 2024 and 2025.
Oh, all right. Yes, for both 25 and 24.
I'll second that.
All right, we get a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
So the audits are approved. Anything else from the list? Thank you, sir. All right.
Thanks, Luke.
Thank you.
Mr. John, would you like to update us, please?
With regard to the cases that are on appeal, the Supreme Court took up jurisdiction on the appeals of the tax cases. And then 3 justices recused. The governor appointed 3 special justices to fill their seats. And then shortly thereafter, after the last appointed, they declined jurisdiction. So it kicked it back down to the Court of Appeals. So that's where it's pending right now, and we have no decision. So I'm not sure when a decision. So that's the status of the appeals at Little Rock. Now, there is a new matter. In the local cases where there was money collected from the fee payers, that money in the class action suit was to be doled out, paid back to the fee payers. An administrator was hired by the plaintiffs and approved by the court, and the administrator has done its work and paid back the funds where they could, but there are a lot of people that cannot locate, addresses are wrong and things of that nature. So there's $170,000 that they could not return to the fee payers. And so the plaintiffs have filed a motion. It's a motion for approval of payment and escheat. The money will escheat back to the district. So the district's going to receive this $170,000. My suggestion is that we put it in the account, but that in further financials, we go ahead and designate that sum. I'm not suggesting we open a separate account, but that we just designate that sum is there. And the order hasn't been entered yet, but this is what's coming.
Yeah. And this is that message that I think I got from you, Chuck, the other day about this, and we had Roger Morgan look at, and he was good on our end as well.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything we need to do today, John, for that, or is that just an update?
That was just an update, and I'll indicate our approval with the board. It's just a matter of routine. It's how these things are supposed to work.
Okay.
Well, does Matt Bishop come back after that? That money?
No, it's his motion, but it's.
Oh, okay. All right.
You think that's a good thing for him?
But they're trying, I mean, they just want to be done.
Yes.
You know, we've done our duty, we got this money, and they want the court to escheat it back to the district.
Sounds good.
Is that money allowed to accrue interest or, I mean, I guess you
I
know.
mean, we could, if you were thinking about putting it in.
High yield account.
There is all those now.
It's Ain't much anymore, but I just, you know, I didn't know if it had to stay flat or if it could accrue.
It can accrue interest.
Okay.
But the question was, at some point, they might come and ask for it, what we kind of. Right, so for the CD account, but I don't know if that would be the right thing.
Right, and it could be subject to garnishment in the future if we have the judgment.
Right.
It's just a very large one. So it's what's on there.
All right, any idea when that happens or we don't know?
No, that's what the appeal is all about.
Okay.
So there's Bank OZK is not moving forward with trying to collect the judgment this time. I'm sure they're just waiting on the appeals.
Very good, anything else?
No.
For that date with Chuck, anything from you?
I was gonna mention the money that Luke talked about in new business, but he's already covered that, so. No, that's okay, no, he's great help, you guys, you know that. But no, that's no new business other than that, then.
I'll tell you what I'd like for us to do while we're here, and that's some of the best news I've heard in a while that we can do this. And I'd like for us to go ahead and get the word out. If you can help do that or send a message out or get something ready and I can send that. Let's get that out to the entities.
Yes.
ASAP.
Yes,
And I'd like
there's
to-
things we need.
And I'd like to go ahead and say, hey, get this, get us your request. And set another meeting, you know, within a month, 6 weeks, something like that.
Maybe we get more to show up then.
Well, I can tell you right now, I think there's 3 of us sitting here for sure that know of a very worthy project over in Mountain Home that we could get our heads wrapped around and get you a request by the end of the day probably, but so I would like for us to look at going ahead and scheduling another
When I get
meeting.
back to the office, I'll send a email out to everyone.
And let me, so today's, what, 19? What do you think? If that goes out today to people, give them 4 weeks, 6 weeks to get a request to us and then us 2 meetings. You give them to Monday afternoon, I'm all right.
Yeah, how about?
2 weeks? Yeah.
They'll respond better to.
Yeah, short time. And if they miss the boat, they just miss the boat, you know. Let's do that and check, get that out, give them 2 weeks. Get it back to you no later than close of business April 3rd. That's a little over 2 weeks. In a couple of days. And then we meet sometime after that. Later in April to review the application. What do you think? When do we want to get back together? Cause I'm trying to get my hands on.
2 weeks and look to meet again in 4 weeks.
That sounds good. We meet again like
Everybody have enough time by then, surely, to figure
Yeah,
out
we'll show up.
what do you think, John? Like 16th of April or something? That's,
I have conflict in and around that time, but
why don't you
I'll give it a
Chuck and let us know. Let's do something. I know there's certain days of the month or whatever, if you have other things, so.
Right, so, yeah.
Figure that out. And Chuck,
Well, this schedule and get it.
so why don't we do this? Why don't you have them send that application back or that request back to you? And then if you could get that out to the board prior to, if we want to review them ahead of time.
Yeah.
So we walk in here, Jason, and we don't see it for the first time that day.
I agree.
Yeah.
In my experience, if you give people 2 weeks for a deadline, you're gonna get all the requests on the 13th day.
They better not send it in the mail, John.
By next week.
That's good, and, certainly appreciate you and Luke bringing that up. We need to get rid of some of that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay,
My first thought was yours too, I knew.
Yeah.
Huh,
You too, so.
really? Your first thought wasn't Marion County?
hey, you know, he's smart enough to look up here, there's three of it, Baxter.
That whole.
I just thought.
Anything else we need to do, Dave? If not,
The officer boards, I think or on the officers, I think was kind of spoke and are we in agreement? You guys just stay as is?
unless Lydia's not here today, he wants to take over.
Last 3 years.
I won't do that to Trish.
Yeah.
I like her better than I do him.
I think the 24th of April was when we voted, so it would, we can address that, I guess, at the next.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we can do that.
Good when you got everybody here.
Right.
So, these spots for almost a year now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, let's vote, yeah, we'll do that.
But the year not up to the 24th. That's up to you guys.
Yeah, we'll do it then. All right.
It would be evil to do it now.
I think we need to, somebody will make a motion, we adjourn this meeting.
I will make the motion to adjourn.
Hey, look, don't run off, I got.
I'll second that.
Chris, don't run off right. I gotta tell Luke something, and I cut.